Welcome to the reading of the chapter Training Literary and Spiritual by M.K. Gandhi, Part 2. Literary Training. Literary training, however, is a difficult matter. I had neither the resources nor the necessary literary equipment, and I had not the time I would have wished to devote to the subject. The physical work that I was doing used to leave me thoroughly exhausted at the end of the day, and I used to have the classes just when I was most in need of some rest. Instead, therefore, of my being fresh for the class, I could, with greatest difficulty, keep myself awake. The mornings had to be devoted to work on the farm and domestic duties, so the school hours had to be kept after the midday meal. There was no other time suitable for the school. Mahatma Gandhi is teaching in South Africa in a school, and his task is to teach the boys languages. Morning time is for farm duties, domestic duties, and so the school starts after the midday meal. Gandhi is not very well equipped with the tools of teaching, but he is trying very hard with the available resources to teach the boys to the maximum. We gave 3 periods at the most to literary training. Hindi, Tamil, Gujarati, and Urdu were all taught, and tuition was given through the vernaculars of the boys. Vernaculars, regional languages, or Kshetriya Bhasha. English was taught as well. It was also necessary to acquaint the Gujarati Hindu children with a little Sanskrit and to teach all the children elementary history, geography, and arithmetic. Now, this is all literary training: languages, history, geography, arithmetic. I had undertaken to teach Tamil and Urdu. The little Tamil I knew was acquired during voyages and in jail. I had not gone beyond Pope's excellent Tamil handbook. My knowledge of the Urdu script was all that I had acquired on a single voyage, and my knowledge of the language was confined to the familiar Persian and Arabic works that I had learned from contact with Mussalman friends. Of Sanskrit, I knew more than I had learnt at the high school. Even my Gujarati was no better than that which one acquires at the school. In this paragraph, Gandhi is telling that he used to teach Tamil and Urdu, and he knew little Tamil with his journey and meeting people. And as he went many times in jail, he met many Tamilians over there, and so he must have learned Tamil language from them. Then there was a Pope's excellent Tamil handbook. He could not understand more than that. Then about Urdu language also, he had learned some familiar phrases from Persian and Arabic books, and that was all he knew about Urdu language. Of Sanskrit also he knew very little, and Gujarati also he was not very well adapted to. Such was the capital with which, so this was his resource with which I had to carry on. In poverty of literary equipment, my colleagues went one better than I. But my love for the languages of my country, my confidence in my capacity as a teacher, as also the ignorance of my pupils, and more than that, their generosity stood me in good stead. The Tamil boys were all born in South Africa and therefore knew very little Tamil. I did not know the script at all, so I had to teach them the script and the rudiments of the grammar. That was easy enough. My pupils knew that they could one day beat me in Tamil conversation, and when Tamilians not knowing English came to see me, they became my interpreters. I went along merrily because I never attempted to disguise my ignorance from my pupils. In all respects, I showed myself to them exactly as I really was. Therefore, in spite of my colossal ignorance of the language, I never lost their love and respect. It was comparatively easier to teach the Mussalman boys Urdu. They knew the script. I had simply to stimulate in them an interest in reading and to improve their handwriting. Stimulate means to energize or to encourage. Colossal, huge. Ignorance, not having knowledge, or in Hindi you can say agyanta. So here we can see that um, in learning we teach, in teaching we learn. In this paragraph we come to learn Gandhi as a teacher. His honesty, his passion, his truthfulness, and his humility as a teacher. He shows his pupils exactly as he is. He does not hide his ignorance. He shows them as he is, and he teaches them and he motivates them, and he never loses their love and respect. In the next reading, we will go further and find out more about Gandhi as a teacher when he gives literary and spiritual training. Have a good day. Thank you.